Today we're going to show you how to remove spacers and bearings out of skate wheels. The first wheel that I have is this type, and if you can have a look at it, we have a washer here and bearings inside. So I'll show you how you can easily remove these ones from the bearing. So you need something like a blade. So I'll use the first method, which is using this blade, and then just pick it a bit, use some pressure and lift it slowly. You can see it's coming out, yeah, and then from there you can just pull it out. The other way of doing it is using a sharp object like ruler. I have one here, yeah. Then this one is a bit safer than a blade, and the way you do it is you insert the blade on one side and then you play around with it this way and see it comes out. And then the last method is using spoon. Yeah, spoon. Most of you have a spoon probably somewhere in the house. So this is how you do it. And then you pick it. I'll just push it so fast you can see the movement. Yes, and it's out. And that's how you remove the spacer out of it. So after removing the spacer, you need now to remove the bearing. The bearing is a bit simple if you have a long Allen key like this one. Yeah, the shorter ones can be a bit difficult because you need more effort and handling it is a bit more difficult. So you insert the Allen key from one side of the bearing, and then you put pressure on a circular motion. You turn the bearing again, put pressure, a little pressure again. Next, you can see it's coming out slowly. Let me push it, yeah. Pressure, a little more pressure. Slowly, in circular motion, not in one position. You can see it's coming out. And there you go. The bearing is outside. Now the remaining one is fairly simpler than the first one to remove, because what you do is use an axle. An axle is something that this is this, and then you push it from inside like that. Apply pressure like that, and then it's out. So that is the first way we will show you of removing bearings from your wheel. Then we'll have a different wheel next. You can have a look at this wheel. Yeah, this is a bit different. I want you to have keen focus on the type of bearings that it has. This one's old school, not 6 or 8 bearings. They're a bit older bearings. I have another sample of the same bearing here from another wheel. This is how it looks. So if you have this kind of bearings, I'll show you how to remove it from a wheel. So you use an Allen key. The longer the Allen key, the better, because you use less energy when you hold it from this side. So this is how you do it. You insert the Allen key opposite from the way I did with the first wheel, and then you just pull it just a bit. I'll show you. Like that. And the bearing is out. And that's it. Simple. Next, we have this kind of wheel with a different kind of spacer. The spacer looks different from this type of spacer. You can have a look at this. Yeah. It's a bit shorter compared. This is the spacer that we want to remove, and as you can see, the sizes are 2 different sizes. So this is the one that we want to remove out of the wheel. And to demonstrate, they have the spacer doesn't come outside, so that it's in form with the bearing. So how do you do this? For this, you need a washer. This is a washer that you need. Having an aluminium one or a metallic one is better than having a plastic one, because you need to apply some force. And also for this one, you need a hard surface, and I will give me a second, I will do that just right now. So now we have the hard surface. This is a MDF board, I guess. So this is how you need to do it. You place the washer on top of the spacer, and then place it on the hard surface, and then slightly push it. Let me see, on the sides, so that it pops it. So as you can see, the bearing is already popped out. Then from here you can use an Allen key to remove the remaining part, and this is how you do it. Allen key, apply some pressure, and then it's out. You can see this is the spacer that was there, this type. Next we have a different kind of wheel. This wheel, it's a bit different from the spacer that we mentioned, because this one was a short spacer. Let me show you. This one is a short spacer, but the one on this wheel is a long spacer, and here it is. It's very long. You can see from the wheel here, it's flush with the bearing. And how you do this one is you can't actually remove this thing with an Allen key. There's no way of picking it with an Allen key. So how do you do this one? You need a special kind of axle, and I'll show you the axle just right now. And this axle is usually mostly in K2 skids. It has a different kind of end. Let me show you. It's here. This is the axle that you absolutely need for this job. I don't know whether you can say it. The ends are, I think, octagon, if I'm not wrong. And you just insert it like you would normally from the sides, and then do the same thing I've done with the other wheel before. Push it against the hard surface. Yes. And then it will come out. Yes, that required some hard push. Now after that, then you can try to remove it with a thicker axle, because it's not out yet. You get a thicker axle like this one. I think this one was from which skate was this? I think this was a Nike skate. Yes. So you just finalize the removal with this one, and that's it. You have your bearing popped. Next is you can remove this remaining axle with an Allen key, and you just do it the normal way of pushing slowly in circular motions until you have your bearing out. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and subscribe, give us a comment if you have one on the section below. Thank you, and keep skating.